Well, the attacks in Gaza have sparked protests around the world against Israel. Palestinians and supporters in the West Bank gathered to voice their solidarity with Gaza, saying Israel is starting a new war. And thousands marched through the streets of Cairo and across the Arab world. Joining me now is our chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel. And Richard, as we take a look at those protests, talk about what the impact of what's happening in Gaza is on the region as a whole.
Across the Arab world today, thousands took to the streets. There were some violent demonstrations in Beirut. In Jordan, they were burning Israeli flags. Across the Arab media, this was the only story today. One leading newspaper simply had as its cover a picture of Palestinian bodies. So this is something that is very much inflaming the region, and it is a situation where you could have one misstep, one massacre in which an Israeli bomb fell accidentally on a Palestinian home or school and killed dozens of people, and it could very quickly escalate and become much more serious than it is.
So are we looking, Richard, then at the prospect of another war in an obviously already volatile Middle East?
I think there is that danger that it could spread beyond an Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The places to watch are Iran and South Lebanon. Iran's leadership has already called on Muslims around the world to come in and act to defend the Palestinian people. Also in South Lebanon, just across the border, where, as Martin mentioned, the Israeli army is sending some reinforcements. Today, the Lebanese militia Hezbollah put its forces on high alert. Any skirmishes that occur on that border would quickly turn into a regional conflict.
Richard, let's talk about timing. We know there was a 6-month truce between Hamas and Israel. That ended a week ago. Any sense why these airstrikes happened this weekend?
This seems to be very politically motivated. Israel wants to be tough on Hamas, does not want to accept Hamas having rockets and continuing to attack from the Gaza Strip, but it also does not know what to expect from the next administration in the United States. And I think right now, with no clear leadership from the United States and question marks about how much of a free hand the Obama administration will give Israel, Israel saw an opportunity to act. There are also Israeli elections shortly after the U.S. inauguration, and all of the Israeli candidates want to seem tough on Hamas before their elections.
Richard Engel, as always, thank you.